Welcome to the JustGrants Grants Management Series. In this financial reporting video, we will describe how to submit, review, edit, and print financial reports in JustGrants. To submit a financial report on the home page of JustGrants, go to your work list and find the Federal Financial Report, FFR, you wish to edit or submit. Select the case ID number to open it. Once the FFR opens, the recipient information appears with data that is pre-populated from the award document and the entity profile. Select the Report Information tab at the top of the page, or select Continue at the bottom right to move to the next section of the FFR. The following data fields are included in the Report Information screen. For the Recipient Account Number field, you may insert the number if applicable. The report type will be pre-populated based on the reporting frequency and project start and end dates. You can modify the report type by selecting a radio button and choosing a different report type. For the Basis of Accounting field, specify whether a cash or accrual basis was used. Both the project grant period and the reporting period are pre-populated from the award document and are not editable. Displayed in Transactions in the Federal Cash section are 10A Cash Receipts, 10B Cash Disbursements, and 10C Cash on Hand. These fields are filled in because they are not required data fields for DOJ. In the Federal Expenditures and Unobligated Balance section, Field 10D, Total Federal Funds Authorized, is pre-populated from the award document. You may insert appropriate amounts in 10E, Federal Share of Expenditures, and 10F, Federal Share of Unliquidated Obligations. Then 10G, Total Federal Share, and 10H, Unobligated Balance of Federal Funds, are both calculated by the system. In the Recipient Share section, for 10I, Total Recipient Share Required, the recipient share will be pre-populated from the budget summary if the award is discretionary. For formula awards, the recipient share will need to be inserted. You will insert the amount for 10J, Recipient Share of Expenditures, and then 10K, Remaining recipient share to be provided, will be calculated. In the Program Income section, you will insert the appropriate amounts in 10L, Total Federal Program Income Earned, 10M, Program Income Expended in accordance with the deduction alternative, and 10N, Program Income Expended in accordance with the addition alternative. 10O, Unexpended Program Income, will be calculated by the system. To add a line of expense in the Indirect Expense section, select Add Item, and then from the Type of Rates drop-down, select the appropriate rate type. Insert the percentage rate below the rate heading, and then select from the calendars or enter the start and end dates from the Period From and the Period To drop-downs. Enter the appropriate amount below the base heading, and the amount of indirect costs will auto-calculate and display below the Amount Charged heading. For Federal Share, you will insert the federal share of the amount in the Amount Charged field. The totals for base, amount charged, and federal share are system calculated. Note that you have the option to delete a line of expense in this section as well. Select Continue. The Remarks and Certification screen will appear. You may enter remarks and explanations in the Additional Information field. Note that if the figures in line 10E, Federal Share of Expenditures, and 10J, Recipient Share of Expenditures, are less than the previous reporting period, you are required to add additional narrative in the remarks box explaining this discrepancy. Failure to do so will result in a validation error. Next, you may attach associated documents by selecting the Upload Supporting Documents button. In the Certification section, you will review the certification language. The data fields in this section are pre-populated from your user profile. Select Submit. The FFR status will be changed to Resolved Completed once the FFR data is transferred to UFMS, which usually takes 24 hours. To print or edit and resubmit an FFR, find and select the Actions button on the top right of the FFR screen. To print the report, select Print. To reopen the report, select Reopen from the Actions button. After editing the report as necessary, include a comment in box 12, Additional Information, and then submit. You may review the FFRs that have been submitted by opening a funded award from the Awards page. In the ID column, select a funded award. When the Active Funded Award screen displays, open the Funded Award Information section. Select the Federal Financial Report FFR tab, and then choose the FFR you wish to review. This concludes this financial reporting video on working with financial reports in JustGrants.